They were crying seriously. This is the same people who once laughed at her. Now they stood in silence and tears rolling down their faces. Some couldn't even look her in the eyes. Because the girl whom they mocked had just returned as the woman who changed everything. But this story doesn't start here. It starts with a girl no one believed in. A girl who walked barefoot on a dusty road, with nothing but a small bag, and a dream that sounded ridiculous to everyone else. In her village, dreams were dangerous, nor because they were impossible, but because they made people uncomfortable. They don't believe in dreams. They would tell you to be realistic, and that life is hard, you just have to accept it. But she couldn't. She believes every morning, before the sun rose, she will walk miles, past the same faces, the same whispers, the same doubt. The villagers will ask her, do you think you're special? Do you even know where you're going? She won't answer them. Not because she had nothing to say, but because she didn't have proof yet. At home, her mother worked endlessly. Cooking over fire. Selling food just to survive. Her hands told a story. A story of sacrifice. And the young girl watched closely. Not just with her eyes, but with her mind. Every recipe. Every customer. Every small detail. She was learning something bigger than survival. She just didn't know it yet. At night, while the world slept, she stayed awake. A small lantern beside her. Books open. Eyes heavy. But heart awake. Because when she looked up at the sky, she didn't see darkness. She saw possibility, a different life, a different ending. And one day, she made a decision that changed everything. She left the village. No guarantees. No safety net. Just a small suitcase. And a promise to herself, I will not come back the same. The city didn't welcome her. It tested her. Hard. People didn't care about her story. They didn't care about her struggle. She was just another face. Trying to survive. She worked everywhere she could. Cleaning. Serving. Standing for hours until her legs felt like they would give out. Some nights, she went to bed hungry. Other nights, she cried. Not because she was weak, but because chasing a dream is lonely. And there were moments where she almost gave up. Moments where the voices came back louder than ever. They were right. This isn't your place.
Oh, no,
Go home.
I can't do this again.
But every time she felt like breaking,
I am
she
going
remembered
back to
something.
The village. It is too much.
Her mother's hands. Tired. Worn. Strong. And that memory became her strength. One night, after a long, exhausting day, she stood alone in a small kitchen. Quiet. Still. Different. She looked at the ingredients in front of her. And something clicked. All those years of watching her mother. All those small moments she thought meant nothing. Suddenly made sense. She started cooking. Trying. Failing. Trying again. Burning food. Starting over. Learning. Growing. Becoming. And then, it happened. One dish. One taste. One moment. That changed everything. She paused. Closed her eyes. And smiled. Because for the first time, she didn't just feel hope. She felt certainty. Days later, she took a risk. A small stand. Nothing fancy. No big investment. Just courage. At first, no one stopped. No one noticed. No one cared. But she stayed. Because she had been ignored before. She knew this feeling. And then, one person stopped. Then two. Then five. Then a line. People kept coming back. Not because of luck. But because of quality. Because of passion. Because of something real. Her small stand became something bigger. Her name started to spread. Her confidence grew. Her life changed. Slowly. Then all at once. Years passed. And the girl who once had nothing now had everything she once dreamed of. Success. Respect. A name. But she didn't forget. She didn't forget the road she walked barefoot. She didn't forget the voices that doubted her. And she didn't forget where she came from. So one day, she went back. Back to the village. Back to the beginning. But this time, everything was different. The same dusty road. The same houses. The same people. But now, they were watching her. Not with doubt, but with disbelief. A car stopped. She stepped out. Confident. Calm. Changed. No one laughed. No one whispered. Because now, they understood. A banner stood in the center of the village, Amara's Kitchen, founder and CEO, and just like that, everything came full circle. The girl they once doubted had come back to build something bigger than herself. People clapped. Some cried. Others stood frozen. Because success has a strange way of speaking. Without saying a word. But what she did next is what truly changed everything. She didn't come back to show off. She came back to give back. Jobs. Food. Opportunities. Hope. She gave the village something they had lost a long time ago. Belief. And in that moment, the same people who once laughed finally understood. She was never crazy. She was just early. So if they're laughing at you right now, if they don't understand your vision, if they think your dream is too big, good. Let them laugh. Because one day, you'll come back with proof. And when you do, you won't need to say anything. Your story will say it for you. And trust me, it will be loud enough for everyone to hear.